Yeah, so kind of talking about JSN, he had some interesting footwear on. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but this past Sunday we saw a couple different guys wearing the Nike Diamond Turf 96. Now you guys know a little bit about these, but Nike has officially seeded them out to some of their athletes. And so we saw a couple guys in them. One of them, JSN, we were just talking about him. He had a pair. They were black and white with some green accents. We also saw T. Higgins in them as well. With the Bengals, I think these had a nice orange accent on them, which is pretty cool. We also saw Brees Hall, the New York
Yeah,
Jets, in them.
that's
What's up?
it's interesting to note that when you look at T. Higgins versus JSN's, is that little accent, on the Nike swoosh. I'm going to go back to T. Higgins here. If you look down there, you can see just the little bit of orange on the Nike swoosh with Higgins, and then on Jackson Smith and Jigba's, that hint of that Seahawks action green on the Nike accent. So, like, that was intentional, right? Obviously those are going out to those specific players, because Brees Hall, it doesn't look like his has anything on it. It kind of looks like his swoosh is yellow.
His looks almost like the gold, like on the Colorado, Dion pairs.
Yeah.
That's kind of what reminded me of that. But it's kind of cool to see that they have like these small little touches. Usually when Nike seeds out stuff like that, they're not really team specific whatsoever. Everybody gets the same pair, in their size. But it looks like this time they were like a little bit customized, which was kind of cool to see. I wonder if there's any like cool details on the inside of the cleat or like on the insole or anything. That would be really cool as well. But yeah, dude, those are sick. I'm a huge fan. What do you think? I'm excited to see them finally on the field after, Nike and everybody's been talking about them for so long, I feel like.
Yeah, it was really cool watching, because I got to the game early, so I went down by the field and I saw JSN warming up, and I saw that he was wearing those, and it was a new pair that I hadn't seen yet because it was kind of that black and white colorway. And it wasn't until after the game that when we pulled up these photos here, that you actually see the amount of detail that's in them with the little hints, the accents that are matching the team's colorways. So that's really cool. It's a cool neutral color too, and it works with everything.
Yeah, it's really cool. A lot of the guys did a good job swagging them out with some black accessories as well. But yeah, super dope to finally see these on the field. The details on them, they're really cool. And it's cool to see like an iconic football silhouette brought back as well. That's always really cool.
Yeah.
And I want to say Nike is planning to release these like widespread, but they did release the K1 edition of the Nike Diamond Turf 96 in kind of a Cardinals colorway. So you've got the yellow and the red details, and I got my hands on some, obviously, and they are a lot cooler than I expected. The materials they use on these are like really premium. It's like the butteriest suede of all time, like over the whole shoe or cleat. And then the strap, like they really did a good job on these. But for the $230 price tag, they better be quality. Dude, that's an insane price tag for a pair of football cleats.
Has there ever been a cleat that's reached that mark?
I don't think so. I don't think there's ever been any retail price football cleat to hit the 230 mark. A lot of their elite stuff goes for 200, and that's always kind of been the tippy top. But 230?
Yep, 200.
230 is insane, dude. I couldn't believe it.
$200. That is $230 to be specific. That is definitely over the top of anything that we've seen before for a retail price of cleats, because $200 is steep as it is, and it's like, I don't know, what is Nike's thing gonna say, like it's premium, like what's premium materials that they're putting on the cleat? Because you mentioned like the suede and stuff like that. Why would anyone want to play with suede?
I mean,
because it looks great. It looks great.
Yeah, suede on a football cleat doesn't make a ton of sense, but the materials they use do feel like really premium. Like as far as like durability though goes, these are going to be insane. But I mean, 230, you could buy two pairs of cleats for that cost, and then
Well, if you got the money for them, grab them because they look sweet, and I like them. I wish one of these days maybe I'll get my hands on a pair just to have them. But for now, I am not willing to pay that much for a pair of cleats when I'm not playing.
Yeah, I don't blame anybody. But yeah.